Welcome to Truth Community, where I get the latest, juiciest, hard, heart-pounding news for all you to come to the realization that we're living in the Matrix. I'm your host, Andrew Tate, and I hope you're ready because we got a huge show for you. Oh, Jesus. My first guest is someone who you all might be familiar with, and is almost as straight as I am. John Cena! Jingwall ha titty mao. Oh wait, sorry, wrong pandering demographic. What I meant to say was, this is just part of my humiliation ritual. Would you like to hear my new songs about jizzing all over myself? I'm not saying I'm not interested, but that sounds more like something I'd play alongside some of the evidence Ryan Garcia is bringing over to my home theater later. I definitely want to wrestle you during the break though. We'll be right back. I don't care how pretty she is. No manicure. Bye. Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is Alex Jones.
Look, I love Trump, but I'm not afraid to call Trump out. I mean, I can't think of one thing he's actually done aside from offending left-wing retards who get freaked out by words and statues, so I mean, it's not that hard. Hang on, let me drink some more Alpha Whale. Now with paint thinner and gravel for a more masculine-sounding voice. I know I said elections don't mean anything for decades, but now that Trump has already got his first term, and all we got were these lousy penetrations and MAGA hats, MAGA meaning fifth degree in the Church of Satan, I'm starting to think he might not be on our side. It's not that I knew this the entire time and I'm just trying to draw in more money by breaking my conspiracy niche like Paul Joseph Watson did, where now he just makes stupid fucking faces and does some minor variant of, wow, really? For the 100,000th time on woke shit, as if we're having a brand new epiphany on this dog shit society clearly on a nosedive. As though just because he does it with a British accent, it's not the most benign, safe shit you could do aside from praising Biden. I want to go backwards and make more money too. Joe did it with the moon landing, and now I want to do it with the elections.
Babe, you need to let go of all these bad exes. They're clearly breaking your heart, and it's not going to get any better. You need to be true to yourself and go and be with Blair White.
You know what, Andrew? You're right. Thanks for having me on. You always know what to say to psychologically underdeveloped males who only know how to eat, fight, and fuck, and then wonder how we're manipulated into the situations we're finding ourselves in.
Aww. What a touching segment. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
You need to operate on a higher plane. Think about this. This is important. This is cultural. This affects the world we now live in. What is straight? What is gay? It's all a big sliding spectrum, isn't it? Because if you're going to sit here and go, oh, no, it's gay to bang Megan Fox with a dick, I counter that argument. It's gay to bang Hulk Hogan with a pussy.
This is Justin Bieber. Did P. Diddy did it all to you? Well, you might be entitled to a cash settlement. I got these twitches in my face, not from the medical penetration, but the diddler penetration.
I'm Cat P. Williams, nigga at law. And nigga, I love coincidences. Remember when I warned you all this was gonna happen weeks out before it did? I claimed I wasn't part of the club, but how the fuck would I know any of this was gonna happen unless I was? But I'm not, you see? It's almost like I timed all this shit to add credibility to a narrative people otherwise wouldn't believe. Y'all ready for the great agapening? Where we do a limited hangout like with Epstein and Ghislaine so you niggas still believe in the system of slavery and the people in power are held accountable even though you're getting fucked 6 ways from Sunday while people that are literal demons raping and murdering people get to laugh about it on TV? Blowing up children and claiming self-defense and y'all niggers like,
makes sense to me.
Fighting over goddamn table scraps with illegal immigrants while one of these bottom-feeding satanic freaks wipes their ass with more money in a single shit than you'll ever see in your entire goddamn lifetime. Also, nigga, I'm physically and mentally like a child, so pay up, P. Diddly Diddler. How much y'all want to bet nothing happens to this nigga? And maybe he gets put in a green screen prison, but the hundreds of people associated with this will just be withheld for security reasons or some shit. Y'all ready to waste your fucking lives on 20 more years of conspiracy maps that look like this? No major news story ever comes along again without some component of conspiracy and y'all acting like this reality ain't a conspiracy generation machine. Just a request for y'all real niggas out there with AI now becoming mainstream. You don't even have to tell me. Come up with a hard number. How many conspiracies with multiple more layers of conspiracies there within would be enough for you to go, wait a minute, maybe this shit is unnatural? 100? 1,000? 10,000? If from here until the year 2050, every major news story that happens Be it some kind of major weather event, a political election, a health scare, an economic event, a war. If every single one of those for the next 25 years has one or more elements of conspiracy, would you think something is a bit off about this realm then? By the way, Diddler, I need even more money for proper security, nigga. If I'm gonna be a stooge for you people, I can't be rolling around getting my ass whooped by 9-year-olds at the playground and shit.
Wow, that commercial was a little intense. My fans can't even figure out I'm gay, Katt. We got a long way to go. Just kidding, we're waking people up. Internet celebs are whining about Disney movies as if some dickhead on YouTube has figured out something that a company worth hundreds of billions, and that's just on paper, with entire divisions dedicated to PR and screen testing can't figure out. It can't just be that these people in power don't give a shit because there are zero consequences for them and it doesn't matter how much money they lose and they know exactly what they're doing and the system just doesn't work like you've been told. No. It has to be they made the same woke mistake 500,000 times in a row, with no sign of course correction, just like politicians. It can't just be that they know and fucking hate you and aren't going to stop. But don't worry, I can't say who we brought over, but there's a lot of high-profile left-wing people that are switching to our side. Just listen to this.
Well, I've kind of been watching how many flaming homos are on the right lately, and I'm starting to think the right wing isn't all that bad. I mean, I could never admit that during one of my speeches, but it kind of reminds me back in the days when I would sneak into glory holes. But now that being gay is fine, pretending to not be gay and right wing is kind of bringing that old excitement back. I can see why my Pierre gets really into this. I might even get some plastic surgery and come back as a right-wing politician named Trudeau and talk about Israel being our greatest ally and how bad mass immigration is unless it's done legally 1,000 times faster. I'm convinced at this point 99% of people wouldn't even skip a beat and act like it's completely normal.
Sweetheart, I'm so proud of you. Be strong.